All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give all praise and honor unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Makar Kwadash, Brakti Ha, Brakti El Shai, Brakti Ha, Brakti El Shai, Brakti Ha, Brakti El Shai, Bashim Makar Kwadash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which is apostle elders, a great millstone, to your hopeful elect on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing this truth with all sincerity, honesty, and faith. We're in the time of the end, 2019, the year of Karagma, the mark, okay? Because you see, everything that's taking place right now is chess moves, man. All right, you got to look at it as a chess game, okay? So Esau's trying to play he's been playing the long game, okay? So that's why we in 2019, the year of Karagma, and we're gonna keep pushing this truth, Lord willing, and we're gonna maintain, man. Right now, we're gonna jump into this quick lesson. Contention and strife, okay? That's why it says some preach Yahushua for contention and strife. And that goes into what you see here. With this character, I mean, he's just a flavor of the month, or he's just been a character to be around. But you see the current dialect is all about Hebrew Israelites. You know, going into different stores and picking up different costumes and, you know, making gimmicks. Okay, it's gimmicks, man. It's not about he's preaching what his call Messiah for contention and strife. All right, because if you give him the real truth and you break it down to him and give him the real understanding, he's gonna come a buck up against it, come against it, because what he's about that contention. He's not about the truth's sake, because a man that understands truth will listen to the truth or listen to somebody that's bringing them a point about the truth, and if it makes sense and you can filter it through the truth, and it links up, then hey, that's how it goes, man. All right, if the understanding comes to you in the spirit, and you can link it through the scriptures and the scripts, that's how you see what the Church of Berea. Okay, why was the Church of Berea counted? Let's look. That's right. Hold on. Acts. Look, okay. So you see here it says what? These, let's go back one. All right, it says these were more notable in than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind and searched the scriptures daily whether those things be so. Okay? Because you got to search in this thing. You got to search it out. You got to see it and filter through the scriptures. All right? But you have these guys that are out here that they won't filter through the scriptures and research and go through the means that they need to go through to see if what somebody else is saying is true, because their mind is already set. Which is fine, man. Because that's why it says the sheep know of my voice and they follow me. Because if these guys are of the truth, they're gonna listen to the word anyway. Okay. So let's jump into it. We're going to jump right into the precept. Let's jump to Philippians. This is Philippians 1 and verse 15. And it says, some indeed preach Mashiach, even for envy and strife, and some also of goodwill. Because we're pushing of goodwill, because what is the goodwill is? That goes into the gospel. That's the true understanding of the gospel, that salvation is coming to Israelites and Israelites only. It's not the other nations. Why would that? How's that good news? That the same people that oppressed us, held us down, called us all types of names and this and that are going to be delivered with us. Why would that be a good news, man? What kind of gospel would that be? You see? But the other nations are going to be saved through what? Because their seed goes back to what? An Israelite. And it says, some indeed preach Mashiach. Make sure everything good over here. Alright. The word there for preach is crasio.
Strong's G 2784.
Clariso. And it means to be herald, when you call somebody in to officiate, as a herald, to proclaim, as the manner of a herald, always with suggestions of formalities, gravity of an authorized, which must be listened to and obeyed, to publish, proclaim openly something which has been done. So this truth is being proclaimed openly, man. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're announcing. That's why John said, "I come to make the way straight." Him that after me, I'm not worthy to unloose his sandals, man. The buckle of his sandals. I'm paraphrasing, but John was coming in as a herald, just like we're coming in as a herald, because the coming of Yahushua is coming in greater magnitude than us, man. We're just gonna put the vibration on the planet Earth and set the tone, because Yahushua is coming, man. Yahushua don't have time to be standing on the corner and breaking this down, so he comes to us in the spirit and he uses men. That's why it says the harvest is truly plenteous, but the laborers are few. So Yahweh sent the laborers into the vineyard, man. That's what you're seeing happen right now. That's what you see happening on four corners of the planet Earth. The Negroes, Latino, Native American men are waking up. If there be a part of those elect number, and they're waking men up that are meet for repentance. All right, let's keep going. Now let's jump to Romans. Hold on. There's a little more on this. So preach. So it's like a herald, right? Mashiach, the anointed Christos. Envy. Because at the end of the day, they're jealous of the apostles and elders, man. Okay? Because they're jealous of what the truth and the understanding that has been given to them. Just like men back in the day, that might be due to one of the buy the truth. His name escapes me, but he wanted to buy it, man, because he seen the power in it. And it says, Pratios.
Strong's G 5355. Thanos.
Excuse me, Thanos. Sound like Thanos almost too. But it says envy, to envy, i.e. promoted by envy. Let's see what the root means.
Strong's G 5351. Thyro.
To corrupt, to destroy. In opinion of the Jews, the temple was corrupted and destroyed when anyone defiled or in the slightest degree damaged anything in it, or guards neglected their duties, led away Christ's church from the state of knowledge Let's go into something else. Let's see what the word strife is.
Strong's G 2054. Eris. Eris.
Eres. And the word there is contention, strife, wrangling. Because they just want some kind of problems to come up. They don't want no kind of edification coming out. They don't want nobody really getting sealed because they don't believe that salvation's coming. So they have to do everything in their power to try to negate people's mentality from waking up. That's why they set up and try to demonize and put this kind of a video production to see, oh yeah, these guys are crazy and this and that. No, man, the Lord is waking up the children of Israel. That's what's happening right now, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is pouring out His Spirit upon the sons and daughters of Yasharallah, man, which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's what's happening. They're trying to stop it. They're trying to combat it. They're trying to do this. They're trying to do that. Anything in their power they're trying to do because the world is changing, man. It's due. It needs change. It's crying for it. All right. This is the book of Romans 2 and verse 8. Let's go through these precepts because we shouldn't be long, man. But these guys, they just pushing for the what? That envy and strife. It says, but unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth, because they don't really obey the truth. The people that come against us, man, come against the apostles, the elders, they don't obey the truth because they don't do it themselves. But they'll be in the same breath tell you what, that you going off, but then, oh yeah, you can do anything you want. The law's done away with. The law's done away with because they want to sin, man. They want to go against the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We don't have to open up past the sin. We're under grace, man. But we have to try to the best of our abilities, man. And it says, but unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation and wrath, tribulation and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil. That's why everything is coming on the down the pike with this third world war, the mass casualties, because the Lord's going to reward every one of them in the same time, man, by going through what? That Holocaust, man, with these the thermonuclear weapons, man. And it says, but glory, honor, and peace to every man that worketh good, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, and knowing that you are Israelite, man, and believeth upon Yahushua that He's the Savior and the deliverer of Israel. It says, but glory, honor, and peace to every man that worketh good, of the Jews first, and also the Gentiles, because that's going into what? The Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners. That's why it says, though ye know that you was Gentiles, carried away with these diverse doctrines and idols. So we were those Gentiles, man. But it's wordplay. But that's why David said, let their table become a snare unto them. All right? You see this. This is Proverbs 13 and verse 9. And it says, the light of the righteous rejoices. It says, the light of the righteous rejoices, but the lamp of the wicked shall be put out. Only by pride cometh contention, but with the well advised is wisdom. And that's what we soak in with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Once if we get something that benefits the body and it matches up with the scriptures, hey, the apostles, elders will give it, man. There's been times that has happened. Okay? So that's why these other guys that are outside looking in, they're trying to say, oh yeah, it is. Yeah, these guys are this, these guys are that. But they don't really understand what's going on, man. Okay? And it says, wealth gotteth by vanity shall be diminished, but he that gathereth by labor shall increase. And our inheritance is going to be by labor, man, not vanity. Okay? Not vanity. is Proverbs 18:6. Proverbs 18:6. It says, "The fool's lips enter contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes." Because the fool, the things that these other people are saying, they're calling to be destroyed, man. Because they're the ones that's putting Jake back into a deep slumber and putting him back into sleep, man. Instead of pushing the word and saying, "Look, this is or not even pushing the word, just deciding and say, "Look, this is the truth. Here are the scrolls," but it's not set up for them to do that, man. The Lord wants the drama, so that's why everything is taking place the way it is. All right, it's gonna come out in a drama way, and then the Lord is gonna call up and beam up His elect, the hopeful elect that we try to be. We try to be in that number, man. All right. So let me see here. 7. It says, "The fool mouth is destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The word of the talebearer are a wound." No, back in 7 it says, "The fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul." Because these guys that's pushing Yahweh for contention and strife, they're gonna be dealt with, man. All right. That's why we're pushing this vibration and look, push the truth. Be tighten up on the doctrine, tighten up on what the wisdom and know-how, man. So with that, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash, Dwadi Bashem Yahushai, Dwada, Dwada, Dwada.